recording to your computer.
Okay.
Okay, and then I would like you to go to share screen, and then pick the one for iPhone, iPad, yeah, through AirPlay, and then let's see if we show up.
It says to install.
Yeah, go ahead and install. And click OK. That's fine. And that's what I need.
Okay.
Okay. Mrs. Schultz, stop sharing the screen.
Okay.
And now share it the same way again. You didn't show up that time. I'll share it. So we're going to have to do something different as soon as I get connected here. Okay. So, Mrs. Schultz, please go up and click stop sharing
Okay.
all the way to the top. And now when your window loads back up, 3-finger swipe to your right. Push the screen to your right with 3 fingers on your trackpad.
Now.
Yeah. 3 fingers at a time and push. That's not working for you.
I'm sorry. I use a mouse. I'm not good. Normally don't use the swipe.
Where are we? Oh, it's not going to let us do the swipe on this. That's weird. So we're going to share the screen, but instead of that, we're going to share the air server screen. And then I'm going to make this bigger again. Okay.
So now we're sharing my screen.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started with CS first. I don't know how many of you remember from Mrs.
Bonesteel.
Bonesteel, thank you. Class doing something with CS first last year. Okay. We're going to create new accounts this year. So I'm going to take you through the whole account process, how we get set up so that we can save, that it saves our progress and stuff.
Should I unplug the green cord?
Don't unplug anything.
Okay.
Leave everything the way it is. Because there's not going to really be sound with this. I mean, there is with the videos, but they don't enter it.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and get started with CS first by going to our iPads. I'm going to ask you all to do this with me right now. We're going to get our account set up and get signed in, and then we have a starter project on there, which you worked on last year, I think, with Mrs. Bonesteel. However, since it's been like a year, it's going to give you good practice to get back into it. So on your iPads, if you would locate Chrome and launch Chrome. And then what I need you to do is I need you to go to csfirst.withgoogle.com. Okay. So CS first, that's super small. You're not going to be able to see it very well. It's also right there, all one word, .withgoogle.com.
Did you say now? I'm sorry.
Chrome.
Chrome.
Okay. For anybody watching this after the fact, since we are being recorded, the address is in the URL bar at the top of the screen. I just can't make it any bigger for those of you in the classroom.
She had the site in Chrome.
Okay. Okay. So, what's up? If it asks you to sync, you can say no. Okay, everybody at this page? Okay,
Hang on, please, sorry.
What?
I can't get it to work. Are you in Chrome?
yeah, so,
Okay. So why don't you sit,
so everybody else is there?
okay.
All right. So in the top right-hand corner, please click on sign in. And then select the option for I'm a student. And then we're going to treat you as though you're a new student. So this is where we're going to go in and we're going to enter a class code. We're going to need to pull that up in the back of the room on Mrs. Schultz's computer.
Okay.
So if you would, mouse over the window and minimize or make the window smaller.
Up there. Okay.
And then through here, go into your CS first. And we named it.
Oh, I already have it up.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Oops. There.
Okay, so we're period 1, right?
Yes.
Okay, so period 1, your code. TMB2T8.
So-
TMB2T8, all lowercase.
So like Tom, Mary, boy, 2, Tom, 8.
Make sure it's all lowercase. So for period 1, that is your code. You can go ahead, Mrs. Schultz, and jump us back to the other string. If you would.
Nope.
So down here at the bottom, Mrs. Schultz, click on air server.
Oh, okay.
And
And
then just make that bigger by mousing over. Click on it.
this
Yeah.
plus?
Yep.
Or down here?
No. Just click in the window and then click the green arrow.
Yeah, okay.
There we go. Okay, so once you put that code in, does anybody need that code yet? Everybody has it? Okay, we're gonna click next. And then it's gonna say, do you want to join? We're going to say yes. And then it's going to generate this username and password for you. Okay, yours will be different than mine. Take a screenshot of that. Because we're going to need that for Scratch and we're going to need it for CS first. What's up?
It's showing this like verification.
Okay, so if you get a CAPTCHA, just complete the CAPTCHA. Oh my,
You've
parking meters
You've
are
never
these
done it.
things that stand up next to like a parking spot that you put quarters in.
Oh,
Okay? Yeah, I think so. So let's try that. Perfect. Oh, I feel old.
okay. I know.
Not too old, I remember.
I didn't know what they were called. Even I knew that, right?
Okay,
I don't know.
so once you have a picture of that taken, we're gonna click, yes, this is my username and password, I've written it down. And then also click to be signed in to CS First on this device and click sign in. When you do that, you should be taken to the CS First site and you should have a period 1 class in there now. Now, other classes, if you're watching this throughout the day, you'll have a different class code. Those will be posted on Canvas, I'm assuming. You can get your class code from Canvas and then you'll see your period in there. We're gonna go ahead into that class period and click on interactive presentation because that's a current activity that's assigned out. And then inside of here, we're going to click start. Now, as a class, when we click start, I'm going to let you work on this at your own pace like we did with Mrs. Bonesteel's class last year. However, when we click start, it might start playing a video. I want you to pause the video because there's some stuff that we need to get set up from that point forward so that you can use Scratch without it forgetting all your work. So go ahead and click start. And then under the interactive presentation instructions on the right, okay, I want you, typically you would watch the video, do the activity, use the links on the right, right? That's what we did last year. We're going to skip the video for a second. We're going to click over here where it says build your presentation. That's going to take us to step 2. And on the right-hand side, there's a thing that says Starter Project. Click on Starter Project. That's going to take you to Scratch. Now, last year, when we clicked on stuff, it automatically signed us in over here. It's not doing that this year. They changed something about the way it passes credentials. So what we're going to do is we are going to swipe up from the bottom of our screen so we see our menu bar. We're going to take our Photos app and press and hold until it pops up. And we're going to split screen it. And actually, I want this on the other side of my screen. And I want it to be about that big. Then in the top corner of the Scratch screen, there's a sign-in link. It's almost covered in this instance here, but it's right here in the top corner. You're going to click sign in. And then mine's got some stuff already filled in because I was testing this out earlier. Why is it not showing anything? So you're going to type in that information that's in your thing. And your password. If you're at home, don't use this login. I'm going to delete this after we're done. Okay. And when it asks you in Chrome if you want to save your password, say yes. That way you don't have to type that in every time we come back to CS First and to Scratch. At that point, you can dismiss your photos off of your screen so that we just have the Chrome window open. Now, the next thing we have to do, and this happens each time they want you to do a project, okay? So they're going to go and send you here with some project instructions and stuff. We are going to click on start, actually, no, we're not. There we go. That's what we're going to click. In the top right corner, the little file folder icon, you see that? We're going to tap on that. And then it says My Stuff. It should have put a starter project in here for you, but it didn't. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on New Project. Now we are inside a new project and we can do the instructions that it would say on CS First to do. So as I'm watching the videos and it's having me jump back and forth, we're just going to go between tabs like this up at the top of our screen. So we can watch the video. When it says to go over to see Scratch and do our project, we can jump over to that. But now if I look inside of that file folder, I have an untitled project. And now, if I do the stuff from the starter videos, let's say, for instance, I have to drag a block out. Up here by the folder, it now says Save Now. You want to click Save Now from time to time when it presents that to you. Otherwise, if you get logged out or your browser closes, you're going to lose all your information. Okay? It works seamlessly on a computer, on the iPads. You gotta do this to make sure you save your stuff. Any questions? Okay, so for the remainder of the time, Mrs. Schultz,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have them go into the starter project
Right,
and work independently.
Okay.
Okay?
yes.
If you have questions, I'll be up here for just a little bit yet. Raise your hand, I'll come around and I'll answer questions and stuff. The videos, you can play as many times as you need. Watch the video, do the project, back and forth, okay? For today, we're just messing with the interactive presentation project. I am going to disconnect from AirPlay, so this is going to stop sharing my screen most likely,
Okay,
and it's gonna go back to you sharing your screen.
and do I need to keep recording or?
At this point, if you're satisfied that that gets them in and stuff, and that's all they need to do for the day, and they know to go through the project, we can stop recording.
Okay, I'd like to also add to that, those of you that are listening, at your homes, I will be sending you a planet or a moon or the sun as your project that we will start tomorrow. So practice today with the coding, mini project that Mr. Berg has given you, and then tomorrow I will be assigning you your planet.
Okay, so yeah, we're back to just your desktop now. Actually, not even your desktop. What they're seeing is if you have your camera on or something like that, or if your camera is on, which it is, they're just seeing a big RS for your picture that you have loaded on your profile.
Okay, so I'm going to stop recording now.